Okay, let's see if this is working. It is a little quiet, but it might just be the volume. Just make sure the music's down. Okay. I said I'd do this a while back, and it just things came up into it. But I'll go ahead and do this. So this is going to be Titan Quest that we're streaming. It's going to be the actual mobile version of it that we're going to be doing. Titan Quest is actually a really old game. Came out in 2006. It's a Diablo-style clone. I personally started playing with my brother. Bought the game back on CD way back when. It has, however, one of my favorite ones to play, especially since there is a game coming out, a sequel. Titan Quest 2 is coming out soon, so I figured I'd go ahead and replay it and have a good time doing that. Some things to know about the game. I had some issues trying to play this on computer recently, so I figured I would go ahead and stream the game from mobile. This is an official game streamed from mobile. Let me turn the brightness up a little bit for myself. Official one, the company that makes it is actually a sub company of the people that do it. So it is legit. If you do decide you want to play this game, it is not free to play. It is $25 to buy it and all the expansions. However, it's about $5 an expansion. The expansions are pretty good. So to play all the expansions on Steam, if you're playing for new, it does cost $70. So while it's expensive for a mobile game, it's still a lot cheaper than normal. It's also on PlayStation, $70 there too, but you don't even get the final expansion. And once you buy it, you do get everything. I did buy this whole thing for the mobile for it. As I play, I'll lay out some of the differences. I've got my character ready to go. I've kind of picked the build we're going to do, but I'll kind of explain it as it goes on. I'm not going to do the cinematics right now, but we can definitely do it if people want to. So, like a lot of these Diablo-style games, so one thing to make note of is it does have touch controls. I'm actually using a Backbone 1 controller for my stuff, but you can see touch control, talk with the person, controls. But now I'm going to switch over and it's going to show my controls. You'll actually see I've got the stuff going on here. One of the things about this game that is different, let's get the knife out, is that I only have one button to do all my interactions with. So it means the same button I use to attack is the same button I would use to fight. Alright, let's see. Better. We'll do the slightly better weapon. Make sure our quests move along. Lots of side quests, main quests that we do a lot of stuff with, mostly to make sure we get the good experience from them. Some things to review about this game. Okay, these little things are saves. These are respawns if we get into death or if we close the game and come back into it. Over here, we've got our merchant guy that we buy. I'm going to go ahead and sell this. One of the things about the mobile game that is a little bit more difficult is the inventory management, but that works out well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple health potions. One thing you will notice is you have this caravan, which comes into place for a couple of reasons why. Mainly you can store stuff, you also transfer stuff, but I'll go over that in a bit. Let's do quest. Activate the next set of the quests. One of the things that is really cool about this game, one of the reasons my brother actually got this game, he had just finished playing Age of Mythology. Let's see, I believe the torch is a better weapon. Yep, it's a better weapon. He had just finished playing Age of Mythology and found this game, and he loved the Greek style architecture, which honestly is a huge appeal of this game when you first start playing it, is the fact that you're literally a hero running through Greece. I mean, I'm fighting satyrs right now. You get to fight, you get to do a lot of Greek stuff. After you're done with the Greek stuff, you get to go and you get to actually fight against Egyptian stuff. You get to go through Asia. The first expansion of this game, you get to go to the underworld. The second expansion, you get to deal with Norse mythology, which is pretty cool. And it really is just kind of fun. The mobile version of this game, because it's it is a full PC game on port that's been ported over, which is really nice because the quality makes it really good. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. A lot of times we'll stay zoomed out because it's just easier to see where I'm going. We'll zoom in for a while. It's an older game, but so the technology that phones has definitely caught up with it. Let's see. Pretty soon I'll be hitting level 2 and I'll start working on my build. I do have a predetermined build I've decided for this. Mostly because I want to make sure that I can actually kind of like survive and handle stuff. There are some builds that are a lot of fun to play that are just a little bit harder to work on. So a couple things I haven't tested on the mobile version, but we'll get there. So I'll kind of review the build as I get there. I'm probably level up, I think, about 1 kill or 2 kills. Oh, maybe not quite that. So make sure I got the strongest torch. I do. Okay. Seriously, I'm like right there. Oh, there we go. Alright, leveled up. We'll go review some stuff. Get some health potions. Make sure I'm not going to die. Alright. Going in. So, pretty standard as far as the things go. If we come over here, we got health, we got energy, which is how you do all your cool abilities. Strength, physical damage, dexterity, which is how you can hit stuff. Also some damages there. Elemental, your elemental damage, vitality damage, regeneration rate. Alright, now let's come over here. So, one of the things that makes Titan Quest so cool is how it does its masteries. How it does its classes. You start out classes, and the first you get to pick one mastery, and you can see all these things are different masteries you can pick. Wow, that got loud in my ears. Each one has a series of different cool abilities and stuff that you can do with it. So, I'm just going to also show a little bit, like if I go into hunting, which I'm not going to pick, by the way. You can see it has like things for, you can do spear abilities, bow abilities, you can have a trap you can set out. Spirit, life drain, you can literally summon a lich. Fire from earth, electricity from storm. For this, we're going to start with this rune ability. This is actually one that came exclusively with the Ragnarok expansion. We're going to do this because I've never actually beat the game with this one, but it's got some cool stuff. So, first thing on the left, we got tiers. You have to invest points into a tier to get stuff, and you unlock. Any ability that is big is some sort of active ability, while a small one is a passive one. Sometimes they have small ones on top of big ones. Lines indicate prerequisites, like that. But we're going to get 2 of these. We're going to do this one, which we can set to our default attack. It basically makes us do more damage. And this one, which is going to give us more strength, more movement speed, and some of this stuff like there. So, better attack, slight, and buff to our abilities. Alright, we're actually going to go back here do this. I'm just going to jump with some health right now. Okay, now, if you look down here, you can see I've already assigned my abilities. There's that one right there, at the plus button, and then you can see square. If I hold square, let me pick a different ability. We still want basic rune word thing. Press and hold up. Let me pick something else as well. We want rune of life. And now we're going to go attack with this. You'll be able to see there will be a significant difference when we attack. May not be quite obvious. One of the things about the rune thing, it's very similar to a warfare ability where it has levels. The more, right now it only has 1 level, so I hit once, activates the level, my next hit gets stronger. If I put 4 levels into it, then it has 4 levels of charge, which means even stronger. There's 2 main types of little buffs. There's about 3 different types of buffs you can get. There's the passive buffs from your mastery. There are the constant buffs, And then there are the timed buffs. Constant buffs usually only apply to yourself. Timed buffs you can apply to other things. So, two things. One, see the glowing guy? He's the boss. He's the story guy. Who's shooting at me? There we go. Also, that shrine I just activated. If you look at it, if I stand there around it, it'll actually help me heal a little faster. Though there are various shrines we'll find around the world that do various things. Some are more helpful than others. The regeneration shrine is about the second worst shrine you can find in the game. It increases your health and energy regeneration, but only when you first activate around it. Alright, so you saw we had all that white stuff. Now we're going to get yellow stuff. Yellow stuff is magical, gives us cool abilities. Let's open the chest, pick up a few things. Oh my goodness. Okay, there are different levels of stuff in this game. Gray, which you've not seen yet, but I'll go ahead and open Gray. Oh man, they're dropping a lot of stuff from me real fast. I'll show you Gray real fast, just so we can see it. Gray is broken, white is common, yellow is magical, green is rare. Then we have blue, which I can't believe this actually dropped. Well, blue thing is epic. I'll show you that in a moment. Purple is legendary. Then we also have that Zeus's Thunderbolt, which I'll explain in a sec. Let me go back over here. We do not need to see the broken stuff. Make sure I got no more guys down here. Ah, this is the worst shrine in the game, because all this is heal you instantly once, and then you're done. Okay, so you can see over here, this is the Necromancer's Robe. I can't use it. It's already level 9 thing, but you can see it's pretty powerful. Like it gives +1 to all the things in the Spirit Mastery. Hi Rita, welcome to the broadcast. We also have these. This is called Zeus's Thunderbolt, which I'll show us why it's important in a sec. These are called relics. That you'll also see we dropped ones called not artifacts. What are they called? I can't remember. Charms. They're called charms. That you can use when you combine them all to add things to it. So if I were to get all of these, I could add it to my weapon and give it lightning damage, which is pretty fun. Now let's walk back to the thing, because I forgot to pick something up on my way over. I forgot to pick up the portal that would let me not have to walk all the way back. So now we're going to walk all the way back. I've been smart. Oh, and apparently I missed a guy. Let's go take him out. Maybe that's why my count was off of how many I had to defeat to level up. I missed one. If I had been smart, I would have done that. Okay, we're going to come here. We're going to turn our quest in. I'll show you a few more things. Alright, yep. So, down here is this portal. If I had been smart, I would have grabbed this. I could have portaled myself back. Meantime, let's come see if there's anything over here we can equip that's actually going to be good for us. All magic things require level 3, so we can't do anything with that. I'm going to go pop this on it, because even though it's a kind of a magic-y type thing, it is better armor than I currently am wearing. We'll keep that for a little bit. We'll probably sell that just because it's level 8 and while it's better, I don't really like the light stuff. Anything that says light means it's negative to reductions. You'll see the more you play this game how many things you start to recognize what they are. But we're going to go put the Necromancer's Robe into the caravan. So this is the caravan. As you can see, so there's two things. There's my storage, transfer storage, and relic area. So to give you an idea, so we're going to go and stick the Necromancer Robe in here. So just, I actually was testing this out and I played the game and I got all the way to the first expansion going into the Underworld, and then I pressed a bunch of buttons and deleted all my stuff. Oh, very mad. There's a bunch of stuff in here we can grab that should help us with it. All this stuff was gathered by other things, but I'm going to grab a few things. I'm going to grab this shield and this helmet, because those are both good things to grab. Let's see what else. I'm going to grab that. And what else? We're going to grab that. Particular things. We're going to grab that. What else should we grab? Lots of things here we can grab for a little bit later. There are some really cool relics. Let's grab this. I did lightning damage. Let's grab some poison damage. Let's get some DOT. There are some really cool relics that we can get later on. But let me give me a second to go over the relics. There's some cool stuff we got to review there. Okay, let's see. Put that there. There. What's this right here? Put that there. Nope, don't want to keep that. I want to keep that. Okay. If we go over here to the relics, though, there's a couple things we can look at. First, we have completed relics and charms. There's some pretty cool ones in here. Like, for instance, Egyptian ones. Some good thing ones there. But what we really want to use relics for are these. These are called arcane formulas. When you combine relics together, they make something bigger and better than what they already have. So, for instance, like this guy right here, if I can actually make it, it's called Molten Orb. If I can get all three of those, then I get a thing rather than getting, let's see, I already have Prometheus Flames, just to get an idea. I put on a weapon, and it gives me all that good stuff, which is good, but I put this orb on, it doesn't matter what weapon you use, I get all the bonus stuff. And that's kind of the idea behind those artifacts. So we put them in here to keep them when we're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this in here. And ready. Go. Alright. Let's go sell some stuff. Like the axe and these. This buckler's going to be a good sell. One of the things I do tell people who start this, don't be afraid to buy health potions. You may need a lot of them, but they're cheap. You can buy lots of them. The relics that you get better as you level up. This game does, in addition to having multiple expansions, does also have different levels of difficulty. I'm going to grab this Pine Crude Buckler for a little bit, I think. Yep. Just so I can have a shield for a while. So as I go farther in the game, I can beat the whole game. I can go to epic level difficulties and legendary difficulties, which have better gear, better weapons, better artifacts, all that stuff. The idea is to kind of find the set that fits best with what you want to do. There's a lot of different ways you can play this game. You can play it as somebody who uses shields. You can set it up if you know the masters to do weapons or lots of big damage, range damage. You can get a staff and cast spells like you saw the guy we were fighting did. Lots of cool stuff you can do with this game. What do we got here? This is a battle marker. Battle marker, one of the best shrines you can get because it makes everything I do, every attack I do, stronger. Watch how fast I kill now. Everybody's going to basically be a one hit. So there's no point in even stopping to pick anything up. We're just going to hit stuff. And we're just going to keep going. I'm not going to stop and open stuff up and come back for that. One thing about this game that does separate it from Diablo 2 especially, which is what this was based off of, is Diablo 2, every map it was kind of generated. You open a game and you have a new map to get to every single time. You quit a game, you open up a new session of game. All your maps are different. This game is the same map every single time. So it seems like I know where I'm going. It's because I do. Okay. Alright. Let's go over here, see if there's anything else over here we can take out before our battle marker expires. You'll see there's a small line underneath the battle marker showing me how long I have left. Which I'm almost done. Alright, now it's gone. So now we'll hit stop break. Open the chest that they have. We want the gold. We don't really need a lot of the other stuff for now. Alright. You remember how fast I was killing with the battle marker? Now I'm back down to 2 hits instead of 1 really fast hit. Battle marker made me hit harder, hit faster, and move faster. We're about to level 3. Once we hit level 3, we'll do a little more leveling up of skills, and I will show you the new stuff we're going to use. There we go. Rita, since you're there, how's the sound coming in? Okay, so now level 3, we're going to add some stuff here. Go ahead, we're going to pop that up there. Good. Add some poison damage. Add some lightning damage. Oh, I was going to do this, I forgot to. Give me an idea of what these do. My current damage is 13 per second. I'm going to add this weapon, 18 per second. Add the poison damage to 25 per second, 31 per second. Add this energy leech, 41. So we just almost tripled our damage with those little things. Now those aren't things you usually can get early on. Sometimes they drop, but usually it's not like that. Okay, real fast. Let's do. Forgot to do this. Now you see there are a lot of things we can grab here. I'm going to grab this I'm going to grab 3 levels in this real fast. Get up to level 10. Give you an idea. We have 4 charge levels now. It increases our elemental damage, our chill damage. It also increases our intelligence. That's important because that also increases our elemental damage. And you'll see the difference as we attack now. First of all, much more damage as you can see. But as you watch, you'll see my glow around me gets a little bit bigger. That strand right there is called the Strand of Thorns. It gives me a little bit of damage reflection. Very nice to have. Not the best one. Certain things have a hard time with damage reflection, but still good. We're about at the point where, as you can see, the lightning around me is getting bigger the more I hit. When I find something powerful, we'll really see it. Let's see, I'm going to probably go into my settings though. We're at the point where I'm not going to want anything common to pick up anymore. In doing so, like, you don't need to pick up a ton of stuff, especially when you pick up a ton of stuff if, let's see, Sanguine Knife is Life Lead. Let's see if that's better. 41, 42, a little bit better, a little bit faster. It's part of it, so we're going to use this knife. Plus, Life Leech is a nice ability to have. You don't need to pick up every single thing, especially if it's stuff that you're not going to use. You have a limited inventory. This is a game where you pick up a lot of stuff, so there's no point in picking up more than you need to. Now we've got a little bit of Life Leech and Energy Leech, which means that as we attack, we'll heal ourselves and restore our energy. Always a nice little billet combo. One thing you'll note, let's see, notice is that I am starting to lose my little buff I gave myself on the top left there. You'll see it starting to disappear. Now we know we're going here because if you remember earlier, we talked to that guy. He said, "My friend's stuck in a cave. We're gonna go help the friend." Just gonna reactivate that buff, so don't have to worry about it. Grab this guy. If you remember the guy, the Satyr we saw towards the beginning, he had a little glowy thing around and indicated he was for a quest. You'll see that continue as we go on. Ah, missed him. This is a game I have beat many times before, so I'm familiar with how the game works. Any questions, call them out. Okay, right here. So over here is where you'll see our questy people. Look at the glowiness. One thing about quest people is they can sometimes drop better stuff. You see Cured Buckler of Energy. So they can drop better stuff. The Majestic chest you see there, a good chest. Ooh, Band of Brawn, that's not a bad drop for this. Brawn means strength for this. Yeah, these Majestic chests almost always drop lots of good stuff, so they're good to have. As you can see, lots of stuff dropping here. So I'll pick it all up, come over here, see what we have. Now, got a couple things. I want to keep the jewels I have because they give me extra stuff there. I don't really need to use a bow at this point, so that's not a thing. That requires more strength, maybe. Crude Buckler of Energy, Crude Buckler of Brawn. We're probably going to do the Brawn because the extra strength is good for us, but also because we don't really need a lot of energy right now. Tough Ground and Agility. We don't have a ton of intelligence. We don't want to equip something that would give us extra intelligence after that we'd have to keep attack stuff to use. That's a bad idea. Looks like we equipped a few things though. Protective Garland of Energy gives us some lightning resistance and energy, and Leather Armor gives us some insight. Nice. Okay, we're gonna come over here though. I'm gonna grab some strength. Strength is always good. This is even though we have rune and it does a lot of elemental stuff, this is still gonna be a very physical build. So we're gonna want strength and strength and strength. I feel about barbarian babes. I happen to know somebody. I happen to be married to a very awesome woman whose ancestors are all Viking, so barbarian babes are awesome. Okay, so one thing we want to make sure before you go too far, how are we looking at our quests? You've got two sets of quests. You have main quests on the left, side quests on the right. We finished the side quest we were on. We're trying to go find Leonidas of Sparta. And the maps they have, they're not procedure generated, they're very, very linear. And so one of the things you can kind of look out for is how, if you're going the right direction, there's a couple things that indicate whether you are. The first is this path. If I open my mini map, that path is a good indicator. Shrines are a good indicator as well. Also, these torches. You pass by these torches, you're going the right way. This game does have a little bit of a. It's not really a slow start, but it's until you start getting lots of abilities, you kind of just do the same thing over and over again, and it's very easy to build a character that's kind of boring to play. Doesn't necessarily mean they're bad to play. It just means that they're not exactly the most exciting way to play. All right, we're gonna come in here. Obviously, there's stuff over here. We're actually gonna have a little mini quest side quest over we're gonna finish that we're gonna discover and finish at the same time. Oh no, they're attacking this poor guy. How will we ever help him? How is he surviving all these hits? Because it's a video game. Pick up some gold. Ah, we saved him. Give us a little bit of gold, a little bit of experience. You will have plenty of gold as you go throughout the game. Like millions of it. You will be able to spend lots on gold. See, look. More torches. Oh, we're going the right way. More satyrs. Let's kill them all. So, one thing in the mobile version of the game you can see is they have automatic health potion. I'm going to go ahead and increase this actually. What this means is at what point do they automatically start, at what point does your health energy fall? They automatically start doing it, which is fine. I like that. It's nice. It's a nice little quality of life thing for mobile. Do that. And so now when my health drops below, I can go ahead, it'll drink it for me. Now, it doesn't mean I can't trigger it ahead of time like that, which in harder bosses I will absolutely do. Let's see if that protective sash is any but good to have. Ooh, it is. Let's see. It's a little less armor, a little generation, and lightning resistance. We're probably not going to equip that. Just going to kind of wait and see if we can get something a little bit better. As you can see, I mean, since I have a lot of really big fun skills to do, there are definitely some builds you can do it with. This build, have some experience, I built around some survivability is really what the idea was. The idea that I could go and run into a big group of people and not die. And I'll get skills that'll assist with that. There are a lot of range skills you can get, especially if you go into like a full caster type scenario. I'm going to not really do a lot of those. I'm going to do skills where they have to be next to me and I just hit them a lot. So, some stories while I do this. Okay, we can go here because I'm good armor. When I first got this game, the very first character I ever built was what's known as an Oracle class. It was a Storm and Spirit build, which actually is a lot of fun. I've done it since then, and it's very powerful. But at the time, I had no idea what I was doing, and so that was a horrible build. I didn't know how to prioritize anything or do stuff. And this guy right here, particularly, this little boss brute guy, was super hard for me for some reason. Like nice little level up. We're gonna kill this guy. This little guy, you'll see his name is purple. A lot of times, also indicative request. He's a little bit harder to kill. Did he drop anything good? Oh, he did not. I'm actually gonna go see if he dropped some armor, because they have fun armor, fun looking armor that actually is quite good at early stages in the game. No, he didn't drop his good armor. Darn it. One of the things you just be careful about in this game is it'd be so easy to go this way right now and keep fighting stuff, but we want to come back here because waiting back here is the completion of the quest. And we wanted that more experience. Alright, now, so it was boring in the beginning. I'm just going to do this now. All 3 of that level experience put into this, but what it does is it's going to allow me to unlock all this stuff the next time I level up. So I will have, in addition to, oh, I undid it all. There we go. Now, so in addition to this and this, I'll not be able to do this, which means that my charge gives me extra damage and damage retaliation. This is a passive ability that if my health drops low, it gives me that ability. This is a active skill, and so is this. We're gonna be picking this more than we're picking this guy. But yeah, actually, which will make it a little bit more fun to play. But we're gonna wander on over here now and fight skeletons. In the spirit class, there's actually a whole thing, a special aura you put in yourself that actually makes you fight harder against the undead. And the reason why is there's a lot of things that you can attack with that do nothing to the undead. For instance, remember that poison that I have that ring I equipped that does poison, and I have my knife which does life leech, and you notice I'm not getting either of those things on these guys because these are undead. They don't care if they're poisoned. They have no life to leech. It is a major pain fighting the undead because of it. So there are still several things that can hurt them. Elemental damage hurts them, but there's bleeding damage in a lot of builds. Bleeding damage doesn't hurt them. Vitality damage doesn't hurt them. And so they can just be such a pain to fight. The undead can. So you see this guy, he's got a yellow thing. That means he's a special build. One thing that I've noticed in the game that's kind of fun is that everybody in the game kind of uses the same set of skills. Even other characters. I'll point out when I see some of them. Sometimes they even have same names that you can get when you do stuff of your classes. But they will use the same skills. So as you play this game a lot, you'll learn to recognize sounds of different skills. You recognize how they look when they're activated. I'll point them out to you as I see them and kind of where that skill exists. But yeah, you can actually get a lot of fun in that. Recognizing what skills they have. That doesn't mean they follow the same rules as you do for like which skills they can access, but it also lets you know that if you're having trouble with somebody and they're using a skill, maybe you need to figure out a way to defeat it. Oop, Archimedes Mirror, another relic. Another. Just good to have. One thing that interesting, I'm not sure if this is a mobile version of the game update, or it was updated with the newest expansion. But thanks for joining in. Appreciate it, Rita. Is that there seem to be a lot more random RPCs around. You can show me the respect later. Like when we're over here, we're running around, and there are those guys fighting the satyrs. That was not there in the original game. There are a lot of, so I'm not sure if that is a thing they did when they redid this game on mobile or just the latest expansion. So a few times you'll come across here. We have it here where there's technically 3 ways. There's this way, and this way we can go. Usually when that happens, there's not a whole ton of, it's not really a choice. It's more of a, you can choose different paths to go down, but they all kind of lead the same way. And because this is a loot game and a game you want to gain lots of experience, oh, another relic, you might as well explore everywhere anyway. Next, you're just going to go find the demon and give the necklace back, which we will do. The story of this game is linear. There's not like a lot of choices you can make that impact how the story goes. I guess to start out, really what's happening is you're basically starting out as a standard person, and there's just a bunch of monsters attacking. You have no idea why. You're just gonna go out and try and find out why the monsters are attacking and explore why. Which of course is gonna be just a small symptom of a bigger problem that leads you lots of places. Like I said, not exactly exciting in the beginning, but there's a caster right there. That skill he just threw out is actually from the fire. The Earth Mastery. It's called like Volcanic Orb, I think. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could absolutely set yourself up as a mage character. Alright, let's take a look and see if I got anything worth looking at. I do want to take a look at this. So that looks like something with more strength. Yes. Oh. So over here, and let's increase our dexterity a little bit. Dexterity means we hit them more often. Anything else looks like we need it? Not exactly. We'll be selling soon, so. Once I get full, I'll show you things. Oh, inventory management. They do have a nice auto sort feature in this game where I press this button right here and auto sort, which is nice, but it doesn't do a great job. And if I want to move stuff around, I have to press and hold, and then I can move. Not the easiest one as far as a mobile game goes. Oh, there's this thing. So you can see that's obviously where we're supposed to go, but if I look at the map, lots of stuff we haven't explored, so let's make sure we get it all. One of the things that is a little more difficult in the mobile game is your targeting. In the PC game, you can use your mouse and click the exact person you want. In the mobile game, you have to try and arrange it, which may make it hard if you're, say, you're attacking somebody, you want to make sure you take out the really strong guy first or the really weak guys first. It's not exactly easy, but to me, well, it doesn't make it worth not doing it. Like I said, I've been playing this for mobile. Somebody's doing that. That sound you heard was my health dropping really low. So apparently something I'm fighting here is giving me a hard time. Probably because if you saw they had that little aura floating on their feet, which actually is from the storm thing and gives them all frost abilities. Adaptabilities. Oh, look, there's that guy again. Let's go fight some crows. One of the things I mentioned, there's relics and there's charms. Relics always drop from humanoid type things, whereas charms always drop from animal type things. Oh, but they got a cave here. Let's just use in the cave. Oh, look, there's a demon. When you look at the name, it will kind of tell you what it is, maybe a subtype, and then what actually class of thing it is. There are certain abilities, charms, monsters, weapons that can give you more damage against something. For instance, the hunting class gives you a bonus against beasts and beastmen. So, and here is a quest guy. This is going to be the guy that stole the necklace. He's even called Thieving. And there's our necklace. We'll go take that back to the guy after we finish clearing out the cave. The health potions in this game is one of the things that is definitely a sign of its times, the health and energy potions. You get light health potions, then you get health, then greater, then super, and you just have to keep collecting them. Definitely a sign of the game's times. Part of the reason I'm streaming this. And he gave us Essence to Thunderbolt, and we leveled up. Excellent. We're going to go ahead. Do this now. I told you we could do some cool stuff, so we're going to grab this. And we're going to grab this. show what they do. So this throws a bunch of mines in the ground around. This activates when we get to a certain level. We're also going to grab this, which makes our attack do more damage. So now, I'm actually going to do a thing real fast here. I'm actually going to take this away from there. Because what I like doing is I like having active and passive skill sets. So now I have an active skill set, and I have these passive skill sets. I can switch back and forth between them, cast as I need to. So I have a sibling the sibling who originally bought this game, loves these games, does not have the resources to play the games. Maybe the mobile version if I can convince him to buy it again. But for the sequel that's coming out, he does not have a computer or gaming system to run it. So I told him I'd stream it for him. And in the meantime, I'm just enjoying streaming this and playing it for it. I have beaten the game a few times. The only part of the game I have not beaten is the most recent expansion, because I didn't own it until I bought it for mobile. We'll see if we can do it. Oh, Shrine of Experience, one of the favorites. You grab this, and everything gives you more experience. Always good for trying to level up. This area is a little bit difficult. Lots of guns. We're going to kind of run here, and I'm going to activate this. Runes. So you can see, boom, bunch of glowing in the ground, a bunch of mines. So the idea behind that is we're just going to have that on our thing. It's not a short cooldown, and when stuff surrounds us, we just kind of throw it down. We're going to force it to surround us here. And if they're already there, boom, they blow up. So once you start unlocking some of these skills, it gets a little more fun. Some have things you can unlock skills right away that aren't just like attack skills. The Storm, for instance, very popular in this thing because it will activate Ice Shard that people love, be able to throw out and do lots of cool stuff with. There's more skeletons to kill. I'm just trying to get most use out of that Shrine of Experience. Smoldering Cleaver. Pick up some stuff. Alright, we can't carry anymore. I'm going to go ahead and hit this portal. Head back to town. So now you can see these are the portals we've got. Up here's our friend. Doesn't get anything from him, but it's nice just let him know things are going good. We're going to come sell stuff. Sell that. Anything we don't need. That is not good enough to keep around for the next person to use. You remember at the very beginning we picked up that. Let's see if this axe is any good for us to have. Let's see, 44, 47, worth it. We picked up that necromancer stuff that we can't use. We're not a necromancer, but we can get for somebody else to use. Level 9, we need lots of strength to get that, so we're working towards that. Anything I can grab before then? Ooh, maybe we'll pull that out for use later. 15, 10, that could be good to pull out. I think I've thought about making a throwing build with this. We're gonna pull that out if it's got a level 7. That might be worth it. 7 as well. Nine, okay. Oh, I'm gonna put these over here. Put the things in here. One of the things that they introduced with Ragnarok is throwing weapons, which I've thought about doing with this build. We'll kind of see how it gets. Let's see. I don't think I've got any of these ready yet. Nope. We're close on a couple of them. But I can tell you from experience that this one, Spectral Matter. Spectral Matter we only get from spirits and ghosts, which we have not encountered yet. And Rigid Carapace we only get from bugs, and we won't see that until Egypt. Spectral Matter we'll see a little before, but most of that will still be Egypt. Alright, come back to the portal. Back to where we were. gonna go pick up more stuff. Alright, pick up the stuff, and we're gonna keep exploring. There's probably a way you could speedrun this. Never tried. Oh, I just enjoyed the exploring part of it, even though I do know the map. A new map every time would be nice, but with the linear story this has and the travel you have to do to different areas, it'd be hard to do that. The nice thing about this now is I can kind of is if I can put those down, even if if anything gets close, they'll stay there for a little while. Alright, did I miss anything else? Nope. Let's go get this one. Chest. And see if I click fast enough, I can actually see the stuff as it drops, which is nice, helpful. We're gonna come right over here. We're gonna pop this, kill a bunch of stuff, and I think I have a chance to maybe even show something interesting that happens in this game sometimes. Ooh, lots of stuff here. If you are picking up lots of stuff, you can see what it does. So obviously I can use the staffs for anything. Ooh, we're probably gonna grab those though. Place leggings of brown, that's a good idea. Let's see if I can get a trigger, because one of the interesting things of this game, and it's a bug that's existed for so long, is you can portal and you can come back and there can be new stuff. And like legitimately, like you're in the same place, but there's stuff there that wasn't before. It can be enemies, or sometimes it can be in-game. A lot of times it's enemies. Sometimes it can be in-game stuff. Oftentimes there's a portal that will spawn here. Nope, not a portal, a shrine. But nope, no shrine there. Okay. Just to make sure that's up. Oh, some skeletons we missed. Take them out. Now we're almost to Sparta, which is kind of like the first big area, next big area you get to in the game. What level are we at currently? We're level 5. Level 8 is our next big level we're going to get to too. Level 8 is when we unlock our second mastery. Which, like I said, is one of the reasons why this game is so cool, because running a rune mastery is okay. We are already at that point. As you can see, I can't really do much to try and make it so I have more stuff, so we're going to go back and sell stuff. Things like staff take up a lot of space. The second mastery is what enables a lot of the cool customization of this game, because right now I have rune, but I could do rune plus warfare, rune plus dream. Worth it? Nope. What I have is better. I'm actually probably going to put those on. And sell that. It is not wrong to look here to see what stuff to buy, but it all should be worth buying. I usually don't buy anything from any weapons unless they're or armor from here unless they're green or I need them. So for instance, I'm currently wearing this little thing. So let's see what this guy's got over here for these. Protective leather suit of energy, fire resistance, suit. Purple simple slash brown. We're gonna grab that actually. We're going to build that strength is important because we're doing lots of physical damage. We need intelligence eventually too, but right now strength is our big one we want. Fight the satyrs. Kill them all. Oop. There's also another hard and fast rule about where you get certain things. You can be fighting a normal person, they drop epic level stuff. So, alright. So it's not a bad idea to make sure you fight everything. Now, come up here. Oh, there's guys up here. Like Spartans, yay! There is no friendly fire in this game. Good guys are good guys, bad guys are bad guys. So don't be afraid to swing your stuff around and get around people. Alright, we got to Leonidas. Got the check mark. Two side notes. One, the guy standing in front of the tent right there, all proud looking, is Leonidas. He's definitely not in a war council. Two, Nessus is in the movie Hercules. If you remember the centaur he fights at the very beginning, the Disney Hercules. Okay, Chanter, someone we haven't met yet before. Two things Chanters do. First, they use arcane formulas to create artifacts. Second, if I were to have put a charm or relic on a piece of equipment, I can come here and either keep the charm or keep the equipment. But whatever I don't keep is destroyed. Alright, let's snag that. Come sell a quick few things. Now we will see something new here. Big centers of location have two shops. They have a shop for warriors, and they have a shop for casters, which will have rings and stuff, casting weapons, so on and so forth. So depending on what you build, depends what you want to get. Oh, another little quest down here. There's an old guy wandering around that they want to make sure doesn't get hurt. You're gonna go find the old guy. He's gonna be okay. Oh, little glitchy guy right there. Let's come kill some satyrs. Now there is, Shrine of Mastery. Excellent shrine. Basically, it takes all your skills and increases their level. So all of your passives have a higher level. All of your actives have a higher level. I'm going to cast that. So that's at a higher level for a little bit. So on almost every build, getting a high. Oh, I'm not going to pick that up, am I? Because it's going to keep trying to make me attack the... Nope, got it. The thing, almost every build, you get a Shrine of Mastery, all your stuff does more damage. Pretty awesome. You do better. Your active skills get more powerful. Your passive skills trigger a lot more often. The Warfare Mastery has a series of passives you trigger that involve dual wielding weapons. And if you get if the max is like there's like 4 abilities, they're all like at a 10%, 10%. I think one of them has like a 15% chance. So basically, you're saying, okay, once I hit max level on these, every other hit should be something cool happening, which is pretty awesome. You hit Shrine of Mastery, all of a sudden everything goes up a level. It's a lot more. Seriously? Should we get them all? Alright, now we'll move on. You notice that it is getting a little bit darker in the game. That's because this game does actually show night and day. Not a super accurate version of it, but it's there. See this brute? He's dual wielding weapons, just like I would do if I was using Warfare. Ah, level up. Okay. Now we're gonna take a little bit of time. We're actually gonna level up our intelligence this time because we're gonna do a lot of elemental damage with this guy. We're gonna spend a little bit of time activating some things. We're gonna do this. Actually, we're gonna do that. We did it right here. We're gonna come get this real fast. It's gonna give us more offensive ability. We hit easier, less strength requirement weapons. Good thing for us. It means our strength being as high. And we've got 2 more points we're going to do. I think we're going to try this. I'm not sure if we're going to like this. We're going to try this just in case we have it. We can undo. I believe we can undo this later, but we can't undo masteries. And we're going to do this. More elemental damage, more retaliation. The Thunder Strike. So, Thunder Strike. Let me do it. Okay. Do a portal by accident. We'll just move on. I don't really see what Thunder Strike did, but we'll find out. Did something. That's good. Oh, look. There's a guy over here. Yeah, they were all worried about that guy. He took out everybody. Did I get this done? Did not. We're going to increase our health, actually, on that guy. One thing is, it is a pain. If you have a melee character, it's chasing down the ranged characters. It's just a pain. It will always be a pain to do. Just check my map to make sure I got everything. If you look on my mini map, you'll notice there's a little yellow circle that kind of moves around. That is our objective. Letting us know we're getting close to it. We're going to avoid him. That's the big center guy until we get everything else done. Off the deal, mostly because he's a tough fight. I'm not sure, we'll see how tough he is on real, but he's a pretty tough fight. We want to make sure we're not running from him if we need to and into other stuff. We'll probably end up finishing up the stream as soon as we are done with him, though. That's a good kind of place to be done. Take a break and we'll stream again later. But we're going to go take care of Nessus before we're done. That might be everybody. Yep, that's everybody. Okay, so we're going to come in here and try and get him. We're going to try and pull him away from his troops. We don't want to fight him plus all his people. He's a tough guy. I get him to chase us around. They blows up those things. Yep, good job. Come blow these up. As you can see, he is kicking my butt a little bit. We're just going to make him run into stuff. There we go. That actually worked out really, really well for that. Make him run into stuff like that. But you'll see why I kind of wanted to pull him this way in a little bit. Look at all these guys he's got over here. Dealing with that man at the same time, not great. Before we go back to Leonidas, we're going to clear out what's up here. Get the save point, go back to Leonidas, and turn stuff in. Alright, lots of good stuff here. I'd like to look to see if that's worth keeping around. More chests up here. I'll do a quick see if I can manage to fit something in here. I don't think I can. Nope, okay. Not bad. Go back to Sparta. We're going to talk to Leonidas and go from there. Pseudo spear is good, but we're not going to be doing that with this build unless we get a really good spear. Let's see. That, that we'll think about. Probably going to sell that though. Okay. That might actually be worth it. We're going to think about that a little bit. Health regeneration is always good. We've got a lot of extra strength. I actually think we're going to do that. We're going to add that for some health regeneration because currently, if I come over here, health regeneration is a 2, which isn't bad, but this should make it a 7. Ooh, yes, that's very good. That means now I generate health much, much faster. If you look at my health, you'll see a boot going up as we speak. See, there he is. Okay, so first of all, we got a skill point from that. Yay! We could do a few things. We're just gonna crank into this because at some point we need to come up here and activate all these, some of these skills as well. The more passives, we definitely will at least want to get this up to 16, so we can get the full breadth of our active ability. Basically, so the first guy said go talk to Leonidas, get some help. Leonidas said, yep, we can do that, but we got to figure where the monsters are coming from. So you're going to go to Oracle of Delphi, stop someplace on the way to get an offering for the Oracle, and then go seeking and tell us where the heck all the monsters are coming from. The Oracle is definitely not the end. There is so much more going on. Alright, let's come up here, fight you. You, and then we just need to find our next save shrine. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to go to the next save shrine. And we're kind of going to end the stream. I'm stuck on something. What do we got here? Regeneration Shrine. Pointless. Don't even care if I activate it. What do we get? Defender's loop, Defender's thing. That's good. Protective loop. When you run through a normal, there's a lot of stuff you can get away with not worrying about, like protective loops and stuff like that. Eventually, you'll have to start one with that, but as you kind of run through, just kind of figure out what works best for you. A lot of damage is good. Ah, pristine plumage. Excellent. Dropped from the Harpy. That right there is an ability from you can get from the Storm Mastery. If I had some cold resistance, I'd probably be faring better against them. Yeah. But before we go hit that, though, there's a cave over here. I want to make sure I hit the cave. I don't want to forget about it, because if I don't do it now, I'll forget it's there tomorrow when I'm ready to stream again. Ah, some rat people. Fun. So, I don't know if you saw that, I killed him pretty fast. That rat guy threw out a trap, which is a thing from the Rogue Mastery, and they are awful. Basically, they shoot arrows at you, and arrows have that nice thing called piercing damage. It goes right through your armor and can kill you very fast. Those traps are very common. They're very good if you use them. They are not very good if they're against you. Well, they are very good if they're against you. Chase after me, come on. I'm not liking this other skill so much. You might have to get rid of it. I am not really feeling it. Alright, well, that's the end of that cave. Nice little short cave. Nothing really to speak of in it. Oh, look, the sun's coming out. Alright, so we're going to come over here to the shrine. Because he's here. Alright, come back here, and we're going to go ahead and end the stream. Thanks for watching. We will return hopefully tomorrow. Thank you.